LeBron James. Man, I really like to touch up on this subject right quick. LeBron James, the guy, the GOAT, the greatest of all times when it comes to the NBA now, right? In this day and age. Now, you give us the NFL, you give us the old NHL, guys with the teeth knocked out, old school shit, right? And then you want to talk about the NBA, the greats, the absolute greats. Now, if you want to talk about America, we say the greatest athletes in America. Because in NFL, you get this guy, he's like 360 pounds, 6'3". He's considered an athlete only in America, you know what I mean? But these NBA guys, forget about the NBA guys. They're they're out there 6'6", 7'1". Shaquille O'Neal, fucking monsters. You know what I mean? LeBron James is absolutely worth every penny they can throw at him. Now, when it comes down to him, you know, people go LeBron James versus Jordan. LeBron James versus Jordan all the time. And you have to understand, man, these were different generations. Now, you talking about like now, like back then they had like, John Stockton and Karl Malone. You know, you had like Magic Johnson, Showtime Lakers. You had all these greats, Mark Price and everything. The great Moses Malone, Charles Barkley, Hakeem Olajuwon, and don't forget about the Knicks. The Knicks, Patrick Ewing, John Starks, Anthony Mason, when John Starks fucking dunked on Jordan, right? Greatest fucking moment as a Knicks fan. But you have to understand this. You really think that when you talk about that generation versus this generation, holy shit, my friend. I know people don't want to hear it. None of this is that old story, Jordan versus LeBron, who will win, who would win. I mean, I'll tell you this. Jordan is one of the very few guys that can hold up in this generation of the NBA. This high flying, fast paced generation of the NBA. It's the greatest NBA you've ever seen. I'm telling you. And I'm telling you this. I'm a fucking hard ass. I'm a kind of a stick in the mud. I'm the kind of guy who was like, hey, look, man, I like old school stuff. I like everything old. I hate the new shit. When it comes down to fucking music, when it comes down to sports, give me the old time rock and roll, like Bob Seger said, right? No, not when it comes to this NBA, man. You can't fucking deny it. You can't deny it. Here's the thing: when Jordan 101, is he better than LeBron James? That's up for the critics. But I'll tell you this: there's certain guys that can hold up. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, 100%. But not everybody. Not everybody. Because let's be honest, this talent that they have right now in the NBA, which is the booming talent, it's the greatest talent I think personally we've ever seen. Ever seen, right? But you got guys like Russell Westbrook. You think Mark Price? You think John Stockton? John Stockton is great. He's the number one in assists. One of the greatest point guard, top five. If you don't have him in Mount Rushmore of point guards, then you don't know shit about basketball. But that being said, it's weird. That being said, this John Stockton is established. He's the guy. He's the fucking GOAT. But could he go 1-1 against Russell Westbrook? Really? Come on. Can this guy go 1-1 against fucking Kyrie Irving and shit? I mean, come on, guy. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not fucking buying that. I believe that Jordan will still be the guy if he was in the NBA right now, coming up doing this thing. But this fucking LeBron James is a fucking freak of nature. He's a freak of nature. And he's the kind of guy legit who won with a bunch of bums, and he's been doing that his whole fucking career. Yeah, people talking about the Miami time with LeBron, Wade, and all of that shit, And he had Bosh, and he did that decision, which was a bad move. A lot of people said, they danced. He was like, I'm taking my talents to South Beach. That whole thing, right? It didn't look good on him. But who cares? Get your money. I'm a capitalist. Get your money, LeBron, and everybody else to get their money. And somebody's got to dethrone these fucking Golden State Warriors with that babyface Curry and all the shenanigans that they got going on over there. But And let me tell you something. That Steve Kerr is just like another thing with these great coaches. People talk about Phil Jackson. Oh yeah, they inherited a great fucking team when he with the Chicago Bulls in the '90s and the Lakers. They inherited a great team, but are they the greatest coaches? I'll tell you what the great coach is. The current coach they got from the Boston Celtics, and I don't even know his name. And that's how you know he's good. Those guys made it to the playoffs deep and shit, but with all their stars injured, and they still made it there. But that's the Celtics. That's the Celtics' pride. It goes back a long time ago. The lineage of the great teams. I can't emphasize on the greatness of the World Cup, of the Maradona in the hands of God, or Ronaldo, and Messi, and all the great guys out there. And fucking, I don't know, fucking uh, the guy who dated the Spice Girl. You know what I mean? I don't know about those dudes, right? Not as much, right? Because I try to be inclined to sports, but not as much. But the NBA, my friend, greatest athletes of all time. You want to talk
David
about
Beckham.
Bill Russell? Yeah,
Yeah,
David
that
Beckham,
was
his name was right.
yeah.
But you want to talk about the Bill Russell? You want to talk about the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's and shit, man? And back then when these like Red Auerbach and this guy was like smoking cigars and coaching on the sidelines, if you will, you know. But LeBron, in terms of he's gonna go to LA, that's the rumor. And then I don't want to like make this Lobo show radio segment. That's not what we do over here. But this is history right here, man, that we're talking about. And this is gonna echo with the time, with the Lobo's thoughts on LeBron James situation right now, because he is the greatest player of our in America, the greatest athlete in America. People talk about Tom Brady. Come on, the fucking guy's got a whole fucking like 8 people that's getting paid millions of dollars to protect him to make sure he doesn't get hit. LeBron James is not going out there. He's gonna get hit. He's gonna get abused, and I hope he's listening to this right now, man. The guy is the greatest fucking athlete in our country, in America, United States of America, without a doubt. And he never went out for the max contract. He always tried to go out there and try to get a contract where everybody else is getting paid so he can have a good team around him, which is a smart move. But now this time right here, going to LA, the lineage, the Magic Johnsons, you know what I mean? The James Worthies and shit, dude, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars, the Elgin Baylors, the Bob Cousy's. You know what I mean? I mean, this it's now or never. And for him to win a championship in LA will put him up there with the rest of those guys, the Jerry West, the logo of the NBA. And to me, I mean that's what they're saying he's gonna do. That's what's gonna happen most likely. Time will tell. But I just feel like I said though, dude, there's no disrespect to the Larry Birds out there. There's no disrespect to the old school guys out there. But come on though, man. There's some guys that can ball and they can hold like who can play with these guys. Like I said, Hakeem Olajuwon, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird all fucking day. But I don't know if Charles Barkley, I don't know how good he'll do against Andre Drummond or Carl Anthony Towns. But it's open for a debate. Like I said, Steph Curry, dude, who's seen guys shoot from fucking half court like that? There's no doubt about it. This is the Golden State fucking era. We'll see what happens next. James Harden, he's a great player, but LeBron James, like I said, these are the guys that are moving it this forward. And I said the greatest athletes in America, my personal opinion. I know Lover show tonight, it's all over the place, but that's what I totally believe. Let's move on, Zach.